Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 26th, 2026. It's the second rendition, whatever, of the Carter Dorton morning show. It's 6:08 a.m. here, Central Standard Time. And there's not really a lot happening here. Let's go over some of I'll talk about my first day of school and yesterday, because we obviously didn't have an episode on Tuesday. So on Monday, first, we didn't really do a lot. We just kind of got into our classes, just really got, introduced to what the class is going to be like. And then yesterday, some classes we actually started doing just a little bit of work. Today, we'll probably be, doing more work. But it's not going to be super hard. Um, okay. So, yesterday, the girls had a volleyball game, fresh off in varsity. Let me see how they did. See here. Here we go. Volleyball. Let's see how they all did, guys. Varsity lost 3-0. Yeah. And then what about fresh soft? Should they play it on Monday? Which I think they did. Or is that the sophomore team? Sophomore team. Okay. And they ended up, I don't know how they did. Doesn't say. Do they even have a JV team? They do have a JV team. Okay. Um, Today there's girls tennis. There's instrument rental night, grades 5 through 6 at Jefferson. There's volleyball sophomores. Sophomores have a tournament apparently tonight. Some of these aren't our events. I don't know why they're on there. Um, they have a tournament tomorrow. Oh, is it the 20? Okay, this is the 27th. It's today. No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow. This is just like overall school events. This doesn't even count all sports. This counts some other stuff too. Musteen versus Pleasant Valley tomorrow. And then our Milk early out. That's on because there's early outs every Friday now. So there's that. Davenport North versus Muscatine freshmen at 5, and then varsity's at 7:15. And then our Prairie and that's 8th grade. Uh, girls swimming and volleyball that morning. But where's our level 3? Okay, here we go. That's because that's JV there. So if I'm on fresh soft again, because today we find out, I'll post what I'm on, guys. I'll talk about it Friday morning on Friday morning show. Um, I'll probably be running fresh soft, and that's 10:10 to 10:35. So you know, yeah, we get an early out every Friday, which like there are no Fridays that we go to full day. None, absolutely zero. Every single Friday that we have is going to be an early out. They used to do that like almost 10 years ago, like 10 plus years ago. I think they might even did they do that in when I was like kindergarten or first grade? I don't remember if they did. Or they might have done it just before. I don't remember, but they my mom said they might have done it before, but they finally brought it back after like 10 plus years. Um that's this Saturday. Nothing on Sunday, and then yeah, they're JV, so the JV boys run at 11, so you'll get to see them run at 11. Uh, girls tennis, volleyball, August 31st, September 1st. There's golf on the 31st of August. There's that. So if I go over, there was a volleyball team. The varsity team lost yesterday, 3-0 to North Scott. I thought they'd be good enough, but they're not. I mean, I don't know how good North Scott is. That's kind of hard to judge, but yeah. Then there's tennis. Uh, there's no school sports on today. There's absolutely nothing today on Wednesday. There's just practices and whatnot. Then girls tennis. There's tomorrow where varsity plays at 4 p.m. and Assumption Junior varsity plays at the same time. And then volleyball, the sophomore team plays Iowa City High, as they're obviously in a tournament, I think. They're in this Washington Warriors tournament. They also play at 6 against Pleasant Valley, at 7 against Cedar Rapids Kennedy. So they play 3 games. And then Friday night, you just have the 2 football games. First off, and then varsity. Speaking of, let's go to that. Let's pull up that varsity real quick. Dabnor versus Muscatine. Uh, Muscatine leads series 10-4. I think last year, one of the last times they lost against them, one of the only few times. Yeah, see, 10-4. The last 14 times these two have played, Muscatine has won 10 times. Well, they've only won 4 times. Muscatine has been really bad in the last few years, so that's why they've lost like the last 2 times straight. And then our cross country meet. I'm probably gonna if I run fresh soft, I'll run at 10-10. If I run varsity, it would be like 9-10, and then if I were to run JV, it'd be like 11. So probably fresh soft, and if that's the case, it'll probably be at you know probably around 10 a.m. It's varsity JV. Also, that Saturday is also volleyball varsity. West Branch, which is where my grandmother graduated from high school. West Branch Bear. Yeah, they're from the West Branch Bears of 1960. In a class of 26 people. How many people are on that? It can't be more than like 10 or 12 total. And somehow they're hosting a tournament with all these teams. There's gonna be like one game, and then they have to get set for the next game. Like they're gonna be there all day. Like what? Then girls swimming and diving. Um, Varsity. Clinton versus Dav Central North. So that's and then Saturday as well. Postponed from the 15th. Is a girls tennis varsity meet at Assumption this Saturday. The teams involve Burlington, Muscatine, North Scott, Clinton, Central DeWitt, Davenport, Central, Davenport West, Assumption, Columbus, and Cammachie. For the girls swimming and diving, you got Clinton, North Scott, Burlington, Muscatine, West Central, Dav Central, Pleasant Valley, Macomb, Bettendorf. Volleyball varsity, you got Regina, Eddyville, Dav North, Don Bosco. Who the fuck is Don Bosco? Is that should be a human name, not a school name. Probably it's named after a person. West Branch, Prince of Peace, Muscatine, and Marion. See West Branch Bears are obviously there. If I click see more, it should show me that the West Branch Bears are in there. Yep, they're They're obviously West Branch Volleyball Invitational. If I go to rosters, it should pull up. Like, I could see the West Branch roster if they have it inputted in here. Which, if that's the case, I wonder if there's like 10 people on the team. That's Dav North. Oh, West Branch. Wait, give it a moment. There are no. Okay, they haven't put in anything. Have we put in ours? We have. Okay. Are there any freshmen on? There's 2 freshmen on the varsity team. The majority of them are juniors and seniors. A few juniors, then two. How many? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 seniors. Okay. There's a few sophomores, and because I don't know what is like defensive setter, right setter. I don't like. I don't know what these names. And then height. They have their height. 5'11" is the tallest one. 5'3" is the shortest one. 5'5", 5'5", 5'7". And then let's go to like Marion. Do they have their? They do. They got a 6-foot player. Okay, that's their number that they'll be rocking this season. Are are the numbers on the Muscatine team? Are they just like? Did they just go up to? Yeah, they just no, because there's not a 15, a 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Like what? Maybe Zoe Stolvis really likes that number. I don't know, dude. Let me go back here. Give it a moment. Iowa's pretty popular on Mount. Look at all these, but most of these schools are pretty popular on Mount. Like Iowa, South Dakota, Wisconsin, usually pretty popular on Bound. Bound. Okay, here we go. Muscatine Muskies. Okay, here we go. Seen finale against them. Yeah, they have news here. Okay, there's like highlights. So that's like the next few days of stuff for the Muskies. Go ahead, sure, they got cheer and they got dance. My girlfriend's in cheer. They got extracurriculars right there, but for sports, the tickets support us. Stores. They don't have any stores. News. From 2021. All of those kids from 2021 are graduating. Every single one of those kids are graduate by now. 2021? Oh yeah. Yeah. The kids that are the kids that started the 23-24 school year. So started freshman 2023, starting in 2023 are graduating this year. Okay? Plus obviously you suck and you take an extra year or some shit. Okay, here's like an actual like good calendar. So today there is absolutely nothing. You see how it's blank? Tomorrow there's instrument rental night at the this gives you this also gives you stuff um for I forgot this Muskie's total. So this gives you like all the Muskie events happen. This is like pretty much a copy of what is used on the Muskie website. So yeah, that's why it has Jefferson and instrument rental night, tear down, and then cross country. There's also tennis and swim as well. Is that and I click on the next week? I just tap on that. I guess I could include practices. I have all the practices saved to my phone on my calendar. I can literally read you. No, on Bound, I don't think our practices are in there, but I think it's volleyball. Like I remember volleyball gyms were, uh, softball, baseball was. So tennis might be. So yeah, for example, there's girls swimming and diving practice this morning at 6:30. So that starts in 8 minutes. And then girls swim team practice, that starts at 3:30. Cheer practice at 3:45 in the high school commons. Okay. Volleyball practice in the main gym at 3:45, and then girls tennis practice at 4 o'clock. Us cross country team, boys and girls, I think both start at 3:45. So there's that. Varsity boys Assumption, that'll be on Wednesday the 2nd. Kingston, yeah, they play against Cedar Rapids Jefferson, which have the worst. I'm sorry, but have probably one of the worst areas to have a cross country course. It's literally a floodplain. If it were to start raining a lot again over there, we wouldn't be racing. So like, y'all need to find at least not in that one corner where it's like, because also I have to run through that. So like, also I'm a runner, so I can give my opinion. I don't like it. Also last year was my worst time, and it was hot as shit. So you know, uh, but obviously I'll run. Maybe I'll get as long as I can get like less than 22 at that meet, or less than 23, I'll be happy. Like if I can that like even if I get like a 23:15, I'll be happy. Like as long as I just don't get a 24 again. But it'll probably with the weather cooling down just a little bit, so that'll be nice. So probably maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Anyways, drama club meeting, that is tomorrow as well. I've read to put that up there. Um, there's a girls basketball open gym tomorrow night at 6:30. There's an orchestra super lesson on Thursday the 3rd. Keep in mind we will have an episode. I don't have it scheduled yet, but I'll probably schedule it after this is done. On Thursday the 3rd, we will have a episode of this, because it'll be next week will be Tuesday, Thursday. So next week will be September 1st. We will have an episode on Tuesday at 6 a.m. And same with Thursday. And then the week after will be the 7th, 9th, and 11th. Okay. Yeah, there's our Seminole Valley. Seminole Valley fucking sucks. I already talked about how I don't like it, guys. Well, it's okay. It's not that bad, but it's like it's on a floodplain. Even Foxy was saying like, "Oh, it's a floodplain. We might not even run there if there's too much rain because it's just gonna be build up water. You can swim there." He literally said. So he says that, then I can talk about how crap it is. It's a crap. Sorry. I mean, it's too. I mean, one thing, it was more the heat, so not really their fault, but of course, it's not like it's how do I want to put this the nicest way possible? Very boring. Like there's nothing happening. You're literally just making a loop, going down straight away. There's like almost no for a good chunk of the course. There's not anybody there to watch you until you get up in like the middle, like mile like 1.5 to like mile 1.3 to like 2.5. Then you got some people because you had to go like around this like cube or what, like around this like square part or whatever. But once you get there's like that one loop where there's like where you're like in literally some like tall grass prairie field and they have like part of it cut so you can like run through it. If you make run wrong move, you're going into there like why not do the whole thing and put some line down and put a couple markers down. So you don't have the risk of somebody bumping into another person, tripping into some freaking uh what's it called? Hay. Not really hay, but very tall grass. Like almost as tall as the runners are themselves. Like 4.5, like 5 feet tall, pretty much. Yeah. Varsity boys. Girls play Dav West on the 31st. Tennis. Drama club meeting, assumption. That's all tomorrow. So if I click on drama club meeting, it's in the high school auditorium. There you go. Click instrument rail night. That is at. If I go to event page, it should show me it. There you go. So exciting there. Not really, but I'll allow it. And then, guys, we got. What should we actually look at? What should we look at, guys? What should we look? School events are pretty cool. Yeah, I usually don't get up this early, so I got 5:30 this morning. Kingston 93 1. Anyways, you gotta go to Gmail. No, actually, no, wait. Why would I do it? You guys cannot see my email. What am I doing? Um, okay. Howard Stern returns in a few weeks, which is nice. 2027 schedule, because obviously this weekend is going to be Daytona, and not the regular season, but next season. Yeah, so of course Chicago will be a weekend earlier. Iowa will be on July 4th. Oh, it'll be on a Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, July 4th. I don't know if it'll be a day race or a night race. Echo Park. And August 1st will be Coronado, Bristol Night, WWT. First chase race will be Richmond, Darlington, and the regular season next year. Watkins and Glen. I think we should move Daytona back to the summer. Or back to July. If we don't have the win in your in, I think Daytona should be in the in its old July 4th spot. Or what you could do, you could have Richmond be the last race of the season, like it was for like 10 plus years to like 2017, 2018 when it changed. But from 2004 to 2017, that was the end of the regular season at Richmond. So it will kick off the chase next season. Watkins Glen, it'll be fine. That should be pretty good. At least we get a road course in the chase now. New Hampshire, Kansas, Vegas, Phoenix. Phoenix will be good. Talladega is on Halloween. There's, of course, see your O'Reilly schedule. Trucks will race at, they'll get St. Pete again. They'll also race at Canadian Tire again and Bowman Gray. November 12th. So, yep, Friday, November 12th will be Homestead Miami Speedway. Yeah, that's the truck schedule. All right. Yeah, there's a little gap in October. We don't have a few races scheduled, but I like that they're doing this early, like tracks to announce when they're getting announced. My dream schedule stacks up. Okay. This is new. NASCAR's never done this before. Well, obviously, we already know the Daytona 500 is going to be obviously in, you know, in February, obviously, because we're obviously the original, well, obviously, they could have done like the week before the Super Bowl had a week off, but that would have just made no sense. So they started, which they've done that earlier weekend or that later weekend before, although it's been like 10 years. Bank robbery, yep. An armed robbery, a U.S. bank. That happened Monday morning. That was probably a little bit before we were live or after we were live. Monday morning. Um, so there's that. Um, Here, let me go to CSO. Shooting suspect charged. Yeah, visited MPW. Yeah, I saw they announced that. It'll be at the high school football stadium. I think they, as I said that first. Oh, I should do that. Or wait, no, it's only for. Oh, I'm an athlete, but I do. I run cross country, but and I play soccer. But that would be. But I would do it. Yeah, I would do that. Or not? Yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I would. Like also, I think they should do it at the cemetery steps. But anyways, who's the guy that got Coralville Mans? It'll be all right. New people. Todd Charles Zeringer. He was booked on Monday for driving under a suspended license. We got Shelby Manley. She was arrested at 8 a.m. also on Monday for possession of a controlled substance, OWI, driver license denied / revoked in violation of probation. There's no bond for her. Matthew Eric Rawson, his bond is 100K and he's got a robbery to the first degree. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. He is from Coralville. Yep, this is the guy. Matthew Eric Rawson. Spread the word, guys. This guy's a criminal. He tried robbing. He used a BB gun. He almost and he he got away with how the BB gun. What? How? 10:06 a.m. 38 years old. 100,000. I mean, this is yeah. It's on KWQC. It's everywhere. That guy's insane. Robin Renee Vinson driving while barred. $1,000. It's not a good thing, but at least you're not robbing a bank. This guy's from West Liberty here. Because all those people from like West Liberty and shit, they go down to our jail. Javier Lucero Abedito, OWI, guys. DeAndre Rashad Thomas, violation of probation. This guy was booked yesterday afternoon. 38 years old. Violation of parole. You guys can't see what these people look like because I have it on my phone. Pablo Eugene Aguilar, OWI. And late last night, 7:11 p.m., Ashley Nicole Chester, $300 bond for violation of a no contact order. So there you go. Some of the other stuff, of course, as we talked about a few days ago. Jail information. So there's that. Submitted tips, sex offenders. If I go to the sex offender list, of course, obviously I'll get some. Well, there's like almost 100 here in this city. What? I'll tell you the name. This is already public information, but if you guys don't remember some of the Muscatine sex offenders, let's talk about those. Muscatine. Here. 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 Heat map notification. Okay, currently, this is by county. Muscatine, we have 110 of them. Yes, I'm not a robot. You can also create a watch on here. So here's all the people in Muscatine. Can I get like a map? My phone, I can get a map. So what does tier mean? And first of all, here's up in Muscatine, Iowa. Also, oh, this is Muscatine County. This also includes West Liberty and stuff too. Um, yeah. All right, let's just go through places. All right, downtown. Actually, no, let's start uptown. If you guys live near Kent Estates, you guys are in the clear. There are no sex offenders near Kent Estates. All right, closest to Kent Estates would be near Geneva Golf Course. There's three. You got Don Ray Swanson. Let's look him up. Don Ray Swanson. He lives at 2620 Mulberry. 86 years old. He's a white male. But on this, it doesn't say what he did. Also, they've updated his photo. I think on Newsbreak, I can actually see what that person did. Can I on here, like if I go to this guy Fort, like Kenneth Allen Atkins, can I see what he did? Okay, here we go. Assault with intent to commit sexual abuse. 18 plus. Dates. Aliases. So on here I can also click the on him. Here's photos of him. Here's some older photos of him. We got Alexander Diston Harney. What reason is it? Why are they criminals? Well, these are sex offenders, guys. These are disgusting individuals. So, they kind of deserve to get exposed. These are the only that I would ever do this for, obviously. I wouldn't just like some good or some random versions. No. What is telephone disum OBC mat? Oh, it's probably decent exposure with 17-year-old, like 42 years old. So he's like 45 years old now. He's been in his current house since the 18th of November of 2022. Like what? Um, it's a photo of him right here. He's got, I don't know why it marks his tattoos and stuff. This is his latest photos. November, December 2024, November 2023. So there you go. Let's go over here. All right, West Liberty, or actually, let's go Montpelier. If you live in Montpelier, Iowa, you got to deal with this bitch, Gerald E. Bird. Sexual abuse to the third degree, 1993. Wow, he's been on there a long time. No, you're not. Some states you are on there for the rest of your life, depending on what you do. If you are booked, like for example, if you do like an indecent exposure charge with like another adult, I think you're on there for like 45 years or something, but you're not on there your whole life. So your birth dates. So I think these are the birth dates. So for example, Corbin Lee Brown, he was born in 2001. Sexual exploitation earlier this year. Sexual exploitation of a minor. Tracy Allen Barnett. Aggravated. These are 1998 or 2008. So in 1998, he had aggravated criminal. Oh, it's not a conviction. Aggravated criminal sexual abuse, 3 counts, with a female that was 0 to 13 years of age. Then, on October 1st, 2008, he had possession of child pornography and he had received child pornography. He's got a lot of shit. Addresses. We can expose this bitch. Okay, anyways. David Allen Brown. Sexual abuse to the third degree. Okay. So, Juan Jose Martinez Cardona, or however you pronounce this guy's name. .4. .5. That's him in 2024. But that's him now. 6, 7 years old. Why does he have 2 birth dates? One is 10 days before the other one. Assault with intent to make sexual abuse and a criminal sexual assault. 1990 and 1993. That's the Iowa law that he broke with the 709 on it. Yeah. Read those terms. John William Conley. I'll pull up some of my phone while this is loading. We got John William Conley. Lewd or indecent proposals on February 16th, 2000 to a child. Weapon use none. The victim is 13 years old. He's got a bunch of markings. Keith Thomas Edward, he's 39 years old. Westwood Lane, sexual exploitation of a minor. That was earlier this year on March 11th. There's Don Ray Swanson. This guy is Brett Hayes Piper. Assault with intent to commit sexual abuse. Lee County. It was on the 14th of July 2009. We got Edwin. Oh, Gerald E. Burt. We already talked about him. Adam Esterbrook. Assault with intent to commit sexual abuse. Without glasses with, and that's him in 2024. Say, Greavy. He was born in 2004. He's 22 years old. Over a year, almost a year and a half ago, he had sexual exploitation of a minor. Epifano Bausta Balazar. There's aliases. On September 10th, 2021, assault with intent to commit sexual abuse and burglary to the third degree, all with a woman that was over 18. There he is. There is votes maybe 2024, 2025, 2026. He is 56 years old. He was born the 18th of January of 1970. Keep going. Jane Daniel Ortiz. This guy, sexual abuse, third degree sexual abuse of a minor, another one of those charges as well. Aliases and birth dates. He is 28 years old right now. This guy was recently arrested, I think. No, it's another ringer. But there's a ringer recently arrested. Yeah, lascivious act with a child, sexual abuse, third degree, and more lascivious acts with a child. One was in 1985, and the other charges were in 2003. And there he is. Look at that photo. Big ears. That's him in 2024. He does not look happy to be there. 5. Christopher Aaron Christopher Saylor. This is him. We're 25, 2026. In 2019, he got charged with a lascivious act with a child. He is, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's 44 years old. So, guys, this is, oh, yeah, I'm not, oh, you guys can't see this. Okay, actually, that's good. It's actually a good thing that you guys can't see it. I want to be explaining people's addresses. This guy's currently in the Mustang County Jail. Stephen Claude Pickett, aggravated criminal sexual assault in 2003. He's still in jail. He is still, maybe he's in jail for something else, but I don't know. He's still in jail right now. He currently lives at the Mustang County Jail, and that's as of July 13th. That's of like a month and a half ago. So he Clearview last registrant. He is the most recent one. Did he just get out? Because I think I don't think you get. Do you get? I don't think you get on the list while you're in jail. Like after you leave jail, you have to register for the list if you commit one of those crimes. I think so. Iowa, yeah, of course, done that every single one, but has a majority of them, especially people who've been on here at least a few months to decades. Here's Thomas Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady Hawk. Um, he is in for lascivious acts with a child. He has a bunch of photos, obviously, all the way going back 2024. They only keep like the three most recent photos of each person. Uh, this guy is from Letts, Iowa, 51 years old. Possession of child pornography in 2014 and sexual abuse in Obden County with a woman. Both times were a woman 0 to 13 years of age. That was in 2001. Um, Armando Mata, assault with intent to commit sexual abuse. That was on July 5th, 2002. 20 years old. There's that. Those are all those people. Well, there's a lot more, but I just went over some of them. Not really much happening there. Not really much else happened. Let's go to the crime map here. Yesterday there was a medical emergency downtown Muscatine. There was a traffic stop in the morning. The traffic stop of a semi truck broken down in the afternoon. There was suspicious activity. There was a wellness check at a Camp Under Tree. This is on Cleveland Street. It's at 3:25 p.m. CST yesterday. It's Crime Radar. Actually, I'll probably download that app. Or Crime Radar download. Anyways, or at least it goes to it starts downloading. Anyways, guys, um, there's not really much happening at school today. It's kind of a iffy day at school. Not really iffy. Okay, here's some. This is 15 hours ago. Listen to this audio. 137 West 70th Western. I believe someone's been living under a tree there. There's no one there now, but there's a long vehicle there. That's Western. 130. Okay, here's your transcript. 137 activity West Western. They advise someone's been living under a tree there. There's no one there now, but their belongings are there. West Western. West Western. Is West Western a hotel here? It might be. West Western. Best Western Muscatine. Best Western, is that what they mean? It's a Pearl City Hotel here in Muscatine. It's non-smoking, it's got a heated pool and free hot breakfast. So is that what they're talking about? Or are they talking about something else? I really do not know. Um, I had to delete something in my phone. Anyways, so there's that. There's a fire, a possible fire alarm. Fire alarm with water flow in a Menards store here in Muscatine. This said 11:37 a.m. yesterday. Here is some of the audio that was heard by here's actually most, if not all of it, heard by at least on the main 911 call yesterday morning. Taking a little bit. Give it a little bit. EMS alarm. Person at 703 3rd Avenue. Service. 311. 703 3rd Avenue for 24-year-old male with severe photo. 333 from Moscow. Just to further, we did make contact with the store. They advised that there is an audible alarm, but they're not sure what's going on. Fire alarm of water coming down in Menards yesterday. I did not hear about the self-corruption. The main story yesterday, Dolly Parton sadly passing away yesterday. We love Dolly Parton. Greatest ever. 63-year-old man yesterday with stomach pain and breathing issue. This is heard. There was an ambulance yesterday. It's at 8:49 a.m. yesterday. Let's hear it to the radio. Ambulance needed routine to 4 West 6th Street for 63-year-old male with stomach pain, weak and breathing. 4 West 6th, clear 851. 253 now. Okay. Traffic stop at Lake Park Boulevard, 2nd Avenue. 266 traffic. Go ahead. Lake Park Boulevard and 2nd Ave with North Sam Tom. Yep. Semi blocks lane at Highway 38 and US 61. So it's 1046 semi. It's going to be at 38 and 61. The semi broken down northbound at the light, blocking the lane. They do have help en route, just requesting traffic control. 3861. 10-4. Or LVR 164. 266. Good. When you get there, let me know if you need another. That's the whole thing. It's almost teen. In Wilton yesterday, there was a fire possibly. This is the audio from 9:08 a.m. yesterday in Wilton, Iowa.
School, 1002 Cypress, showing smoke detector for the upper level. 1002 Cypress, here 909.
The school, guys.
Siren used for a fire alarm at School, 1002 Cypress, showing smoke detector for the upper level. 1002 Cypress, here 909. Fire disregard the alarm at the school. It will send fire, disregard the alarm. Computer 910. Fire disregard the alarm at the school. It will send fire, disregard the alarm. Computer 910.
So, yeah, there was a fire yesterday, allegedly, apparently, or there might have been possibly a fire at Wilton. That was kind of confusing, that video, but that audio tape. But the traffic stop in Ron Alpin Ford dealership in West Liberty. But I'll play. There's a medical emergency. A 94-year-old woman has high blood pressure at home. This is 27 seconds long. This is at 9:46 a.m. yesterday in West Liberty.
West Liberty ambulance unit in North Miller for a 94-year-old female weak and breathing with high blood pressure. In North Miller for 937. 94-year-old female, high blood pressure, feeling faint, weak and breathing.
Yeah.
I said the garage door should be open.
So there's that. And then also yesterday, a child with severe back pain and vomiting at 3:15 a.m. over a day ago near West.
I'm putting medical unit B voice 449. He's having severe lower pain and vomiting. There's a language barrier.
Language barrier. That's not good. That's always bad. It was only a 7-second clip, and then there was a traffic stop yesterday at a Ron Alpin Ford dealership. This is at 8:49 yesterday. Here's the audio.
Moscom 737 traffic.
Go ahead.
Pulling into Ron Alpin Ford with George John Young 368.
So that was only 11 seconds, guys, but it was, there you go. That was that. There's no other things happening in West Liberty yesterday. I'm going through things in Mustang County, so it's like nothing in your blue. Durant. Let's go to Durant. Medical emergency yesterday. A person sick and dry heaving. That's pretty bad, near 8th Avenue in Durant. This is at 11 a.m. exactly yesterday. Here's the audio.
Washington County ambulance. You needed it. Correction, 8th Avenue. 8th Avenue. Subject sick, dry TV, having some type of a medical issue. 11 o'clock.
Yeah, about a week ago there was about a week ago there was, of course, obviously a lot kind of plate Muscatine, kind of similar to that, because there was an active shooter at the bowling alley downtown, and there was already an officer shot or some shit. That was very scary. That was like for like 2 or 3 hours. We didn't know what was gonna happen. That was very scary. There was a school fire alarm triggered and canceled. We already talked about that in Wilton. On Highway 61, there was a traffic stop. A reckless silver van nearly forced the driver off the road. This is on Highway 61 on the bypass. I'm not going to list the exact address, but you guys probably already can guess where. 11:27 a.m. yesterday. This is 21-second video.
43,
or audio.
Any units in the 43, any units in the area. Report of a reckless driver, northbound 61 from 170th. Silver van driving at high rates of speed, almost trying to complete it off the road.
Yeah, almost put someone off the road, actually. Is it? I think it's when I talk. Does it stop? Let's go back here.
43, any units in the area. Reportable reckless driver, northbound 61 from 170th. Silver van driving at high rates of speed, almost trying to complete it off the road. 61 northbound 170th. I'm sorry, disregard that. Southbound 61 170th southbound.
So there's that yesterday. Yeah, I mean, then near Let's yesterday. This is all yesterday. There's a domestic dispute yesterday. This is reported at East Clay Street. I don't have an exact address for this one, but it's 13 seconds. Listen to the audio.
I've got another disturbance, possible domestic. Street and Let's, be the DC residence. This was called in by a worker. Like there was arguing going on in the house.
Arguing going on in the house. That's never good. Try and keep the arguments down as least as possible, but that's a domestic dispute inside the home. Those are usually not good. Then West Branch, there are a few things. There's a red. There's a big medical emergency. Heart problems reported near. I'm not gonna say the street for privacy reasons, but this is in for an elderly woman. Hopefully she's okay. This is in West Branch, Iowa. Listen to the audio. You can also find this all. I'm just using Newsbreak and Crime Radar for this, but you guys can find this online too.
3451. Respond to heart problems at 12 Division Street, apartment 4IN. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to Orion. Orion. A female patient, low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure. Usually not a good sign, obviously. Never a good sign. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I'll literally be right back. This 18-year-old female has a panic attack at Northside Drive. All right, I will be right back. You guys, I'm gonna have you guys listen to this, so that'll be pretty funny. All right, I'll be right back. You guys listen to this audio. All right, right after these words.
Jake home from Cedar County on R6 call 61, Jake. I was referring to will get a emergency. Johnson County Ambulance. J Task 4-2. Respond to West Branch. At 2 West Branch. Cross streets are North Maple Street and North Oliphant Street. Okay. Right. Johnson County Ambulance. J Task 1-4. Respond to sick person. Courier Hall. At 4 Iowa City. Cross streets.
It's not working. Okay, I'm back. 7:13 a.m. Central Standard Time. I just put some food in the air fryer, so probably when that's done in about 7 to 8 minutes, I'll probably hop off for the day. But Tipton, yeah, there was a lot of crap in Tipton yesterday. Medical emergency. Let's see if there's any like crimes. Not just medical emergency. Suspicious activity. There's a dispatch call. They investigate an open door near Cedar and 2nd Street. This is yesterday at 12:22 p.m. Central Standard Time yesterday. You can also find this on Crime Radar. This is in Tipton, Iowa.
Can you send me another unit? I have an open door. It's going to be access through the chair block of Cedar. 10-4, 913. Can you start that way?
Sorry.
You see Rapids?
My phone shut. Let me make sure that doesn't shut off.
That's right. Did she change and say that eastbound instead of westbound?
No, the suspect vehicle continued westbound on 80. The victim vehicle that was.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think that.
10-4.
247, where you at?
An entry is going to be in the center block of Cedar.
About a minute into the video.
Just before you hit the alley, there's a little couple doors in between the two buildings.
Oh wow, that's loud.
Respond to this person at 25 North Avenue, Ohio.
So they won't put the the address for
This
price.
mark that is on the rear door of the very last property on the east 100 block of 2nd as you're going outbound.
So that is there was an open door. So that was pretty suspicious. That was just past noon Central Standard Time yesterday. That kind of got people riled up. We kind of got a few cops over there. Maybe disrupted a bit of traffic yesterday in Tipton, Iowa. There's only about 3,000 people in Tipton, at least as of the last census. Probably a few more, because, like, for example, with West Branch and West Liberty, but West Branch has grown to almost about 3,000 people. There are a few, probably about at least some people who are moving in from Iowa City who, for cheaper, so it's cheaper. They move in from Iowa City. They live in West Branch, and then they drive to Iowa City for work. I've seen a few people do that, and honestly, that's not a bad gig, because also if you had to live like in Iowa City, it'd be like it's a lot to drive around. I mean, it's not like Des Moines, but like I would not want to live in a big city. Like if I worked in a big city, I would like to work and I would like to live in a nearby suburb or a smaller town like 15 minutes away. 15 minutes ain't a long drive, but I would rather do that than live downtown in that city. Like that's a lot. Substance use. Intoxicated driver reported near a boxcar in Stewart. This is only 18 seconds long. This is at 11:11 a.m. yesterday. This is some substance use. This is in Tipton, Iowa.
1043, any units reported a 1055 driver. It's going to be in the area of Boxcar Road and Stewart Road. He is intoxicated, driving a white Silverado, left Kiltech Landing about 5 minutes ago, headed towards Muscatine on Stewart. Boxcar and Stewart. So
the person was heading to the city of Muscatine, because of course, I think Oh, it's the Cedar. Maybe they're heading towards Mustang County. I guess. Well, Tipton's in Cedar County, so it's kind of Iowa City. Well, Iowa City's in Johnson. Well, Iowa City, there's obviously a shit ton of things happening. I'm just going off of more local stuff. Iowa, Fruitland. Nothing in Fruitland yesterday. Actually, nothing in Fruitland somehow. See, I don't think anything's broke out today anywhere. Oh shit, there's already been stuff in Tipton. Iowa City area has 12 calls. This morning at 3:38 a.m. this morning, there's an 88-year-old woman breathing, chest pain, and breathing issues. I don't have any info on who the woman is. I'm not going to for privacy reasons. Even if I did, I wouldn't share it. But you can find this stuff on Crime Radar. So. So that was at 5:38. It says on here, but 3:30. Okay. Oh, that's Pete. Someone says Pacific time. So yeah, 5:38 a.m. this morning. So I woke up at 5:27. So I was awake when this happened, but it was in Tipton. Obviously, it was about 25 minutes away from where I am. 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You guys don't know where I'm at, so. You guys probably have a general area, but you guys don't. It's not like you guys all know my exact location, so it's fine. Also, y'all probably don't even know what I look like, so it's okay. As long as that's kind of the case, we're kind of good, at least for now. And then Scott County this morning at 5:26 a.m. There was an elderly female at North Healthcare. This is 16 seconds long. Here's the phone call and 911.
Medic 10, dispatch update. Response call. Fire calls. 74 years old. Female. Facility request. With the Newark Healthcare. At 2 Unit 45A. Injection tower.
It was a robot like dispatcher or something doing that, but there's already stuff in Davenport. Oh wow. Anywhere near any big cities like Brady Street? Where's Brady at? Brady's somewhere out here. There's Gaines here's North Division Street near Mercy Genesis 1, but downtown there is a tree down on power lines. This is this morning at 3:08 a.m. This is 1:39. This is in Davenport, near closer to downtown. Here's the audio.
Davenport Engine 6. PI accident. At West 12th Street, Sturgill 1 Street. Facility versus Sienna.
Dispatch 36. It lies down on 12th Street, Sterling Division.
Cover. Sounds like partner is on the line with her.
Dispatch 36.
Cover.
There's no 1050 in the area. There's a tree that hits the power lines. There's power lines down on 12th between Sterling Division.
It originally came into us as an accident that took power out. I'm not sure if it was power that hit the tree or not.
And 4P advised us there was no accident, but a tree went down on the power lines. They're on scene.
So that is the last story we'll hear today, and then we'll end today's episode. But that was pretty interesting. Look at some of the stuff. Obviously, we'll listen to more of those probably on Friday. So make sure you all tune in Friday morning at 6 a.m. once again. Well, maybe 6:05, whatever. I start the probably close to 6. I'm gonna try and get it at 6 exactly on Friday morning. So I'll see you on the next one. We had fun. Bye, everybody.